What's up, y'all? It's your girl. I'm about to make one of my favorite dinners. Pretty easy, I would say. Egg rolls, homemade egg rolls. You need some veggies. You definitely need some cabbage. I chose some peppers, some mushrooms. You definitely need some green onion. You're gonna need some soy sauce, salt, pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, the works. I like to add a little flavor to mine. I would say add some cayenne pepper, some cumin, ginger, and turmeric. Last but not least, I feel like this is an essential one. Sesame oil. This is gonna give you that Asian flavor that be coming out in some of those Asian dishes. You need some sesame oil, but use it very sparingly. You're gonna start by cutting up all of the ingredients. You can make your peppers in any size you want them. I like them diced up really fine, but you can make them in tiny slivers, in bigger chunks, whatever floats your boat. See how pretty that is? Same with the mushrooms. Cut them up in any size of your preference. I'm gonna add them into this bowl right here. I'll cut up a little onion and jalapeno in it, because why not? And yes, I'm gonna do the whole jalapeno. Now that the hard part is done, we're gonna throw everything into this hot pan. I use butter, but you can use any oil that is good for high heat. Here. I prefer to cook my veggies a little bit longer first before the meat or protein, just because I like them to be cooked down. But you can do either or, really. I'm gonna add just a little bit more butter to this, and I would say it could be on medium heat. Now is a good time to add some seasonings. I'm gonna add some soy sauce, a healthy amount. Y'all know I don't use measurements, so don't ask. Some garlic powder, onion powder, some ginger powder, a little cayenne, and a little turmeric, why not? Some cumin, and then I'm gonna add the sesame oil. Not too much. You wanna just add seasonings as you go, because you're gonna have to season the chicken as well. I'm using chicken, but you can use any protein you'd like. Now give it about maybe 2 or 3 minutes more to simmer down. It's looking good already and it smells amazing. Okay, I'm gonna turn the pan down just a little bit, maybe medium low or lower. Now I'm gonna go back and add some salt and pepper. Soy sauce was already salty, so I'm just gonna give it a light sprinkle with the salt. Stir that around again. Now we're gonna add in our cabbage. Now I'm adding all my veggies in first because, again, I like to cook them down. But if you prefer anything a little bit more crunchy, just do it after the meat cooks. The meat's gonna take no more than 5 or 6 minutes to cook, so it won't take as long as the veggies do. Let that cook down just a tad. This is gonna sound crazy, but I'm gonna add a little bit of cinnamon. It's giving me cinnamon vibes. Always follow your intuition when you're cooking. So just a sweet surprise. Don't hurt nobody. That's enough. Just to balance out all the heat that we put in this. You know I love my ground spices. All right, this is just about done. I'm gonna push this to the side-ish and cook my chicken here. If you feel like your chicken is not greasy enough, go ahead and spray the pan. I feel like this chicken will give a good amount of grease, so let's see. I already put a lot of butter in the beginning. We can leave the pan on medium low just so that the chicken won't overcook too fast. All right, now we're just gonna add more seasonings to the chicken. I'm gonna use garlic powder again, onion powder, a little salt, pepper one more time. And I'm also gonna add a little parsley because I love it. There you go, just mix that all around. And I'm gonna actually leave the pan on just for a little bit because of this excess water. We're gonna wanna cook that off really quick. Okay, let's just go ahead and stir this around now. Now the veggies are nice and caramelized, and the chicken is good. It's smelling good. Now that looks pretty fucking good to me. Again, I'm gonna let the water cook off just a little bit because it's a little wet, and if we put them right in the egg rolls, they're gonna come out weird and soggy. So let's just cook this a little bit longer. Almost done. I am now turning the pan off. All right, we're gonna transfer our egg roll mix into this bowl. One of the last things I'm gonna do is add some green onion into this mix. I pulled back the wilted leaves and I'm just gonna cut tiny pieces, a few green onions to give it that flavor also. Smells delicious. You're just gonna stuff your wrappers. Let's first prep our pan with oil. You're gonna turn it on medium, a little less than 1/2 inch deep oil. You're gonna need a little water on the side to seal them. If your mixture is a little bit too wet, just try not to add too much. I'm sure it'll be fine. Add like 1.5 tablespoons of mixture, maybe a teensy bit more than that. Depending on how big, slim, or thick you'd like your egg rolls to be. In this case, size does not matter. We're gonna tuck the corners in, flip. I like to tuck these corners too. Just tuck, and then roll. Just like that. But before you roll it, make sure you seal them with some water. There you go. Perfect egg roll. The corners roll up. And we want to tuck it in, tuck the corner, and then roll, seal, roll. And if you didn't notice before, we're wrapping our egg rolls diagonally, okay? If they're not tucked in properly, that's okay. Just make sure you try to wrap it across as much as you can. Try to tuck it in when you pull over, and then tuck the side in, and then try a wrap again. 12 perfect egg rolls later, this is what we got. You can test your oil with a teensy bit of water. If it's too hot, it'll crackle all over the place. But if it's perfect, it'll still crackle, just not too much. Our oil is a tad bit too hot. I'm gonna turn it down a little bit because you want it to cook. Even though the inside is pretty cooked already, you just don't want the outside to burn really fast. If you see any of them open just a little bit, just close it with some water. The more you add, the more your heat is gonna go down. So you see how that one got kind of warm pretty fast? They should be quick, but not too quick. I feel like those first few came out a little too quick. You can even make these in the air fryer if you don't want to deep fry them. The egg rolls are done. Don't forget the sweet and sour sauce, y'all, okay? And if you heard Stranger Things in the back, yes, you did. Okay, it's solid. It's solid.